Kashmir, a land of breathtaking beauty and enduring pain. For over 7 decades, it has stood at the center of one of the world's most dangerous rivalries between India and Pakistan. This is the story of borders drawn in blood, of wars fought, peace broken, and generations caught in between. From partition to the present day, this is Kashmir, the heart of the conflict. A documentary series by Audorix. Episode 3. The 1971 War, the birth of Bangladesh. The year was 1971, a time when the subcontinent trembled, not just with war, but with revolution. In the east, cries for freedom echoed across Bengal. In the west, armies prepared for battle. What began as a civil uprising soon exploded into the most decisive India-Pakistan war to date. And the result was the birth of a new nation, Bangladesh. But how did a conflict in East Pakistan lead to a full-scale war with India? And what role did Kashmir play in the bloodiest chapter yet? This is the story of the 1971 war. The spark in East Pakistan. It started in March 1971. East Pakistan, today's Bangladesh, had grown increasingly resentful of West Pakistan. Though both were part of one country, they were separated by over 1,600 kilometers of Indian territory, and an even greater cultural and political divide. In 1970, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's Awami League won a landslide in Pakistan's national elections, but the ruling elite in West Pakistan refused to transfer power. The result? Mass protests, civil disobedience, and then a brutal military crackdown. Operation Searchlight began on March 25, 1971, a night of horror in Dhaka. Tens of thousands were killed, universities raided, women raped, entire villages destroyed. Over 10 million refugees fled to India, overwhelming the border states of West Bengal, Assam, and Tripura. India, already burdened, could no longer ignore the flames across its eastern border. India. Steps. In. By mid-1971, India, under Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, began preparing not just for refugee relief but for war. India provided support to the Mukti Bahini, the Bengali freedom fighters. Meanwhile, Pakistan's leadership under General Yahya Khan saw India's involvement as aggression. On December 3, 1971, Pakistan launched preemptive airstrikes on Indian air bases in the west, hoping to replicate Israel's success in the Six-Day War. But it backfired. India formally declared war, and what followed was a coordinated military campaign on both eastern and western fronts. The Eastern Blitz and Western Defense. In the east, India launched a swift, multi-pronged attack. Within 13 days, Indian forces, alongside the Mukti Bahini, reached Dhaka. Pakistani forces in East Pakistan, led by Lieutenant General A.A.K. Niazi, were surrounded. On December 16, 1971, he surrendered. 93,000 Pakistani soldiers laid down their arms, the largest surrender since World War II. In the west, heavy fighting took place in Kashmir, Punjab, and Rajasthan. But India's objective was clear: liberate the east, contain the west. The aftermath and Simla Agreement. The war lasted just under 2 weeks, but its impact was massive. Pakistan was split in two. A new country, Bangladesh, was born. India had decisively won the war, militarily and diplomatically. In July 1972, the Simla Agreement was signed between Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and Pakistan's Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. It emphasized peaceful resolution of disputes, including Kashmir, through bilateral dialogue. But Kashmir remained unresolved. Despite the defeat, Pakistan's military continued to view Kashmir as its central cause. And, though the war had changed borders in the east, it did not bring peace to the west. The 1971 war reshaped South Asia. It showed the cost of political suppression, the power of people's movements, and the role of India and Pakistan as not just neighbors, but rivals on a geopolitical chessboard. Kashmir may not have been the trigger in 1971, but its shadow loomed large over every decision. And the conflict remained far from over. In the next episode of Kashmir, the heart of the conflict, we look at the shadow war of 1999, Kargil, the coldest battlefield on Earth. Don't miss episode 4, only on Audorix.